One of the main reasons I wrote Successful Selling for Introverts was to help salespeople to succeed by using their own unique personalities rather than trying to copy what had been successful for someone else. To illustrate how potent a true, warm personality can be, let me tell you about a printing salesman I had the great fortune to meet. I was new to buying printing, but had quite a large number of four-color printing jobs under my control. As you can imagine, printing salesmen were all over me. Good ones, bad ones, and most somewhere in between. The man who stood out and received the majority of my business was, let's call him Bob. Bob was a quiet man. He spoke softly, he didn't belong to a country club, and never had a skybox to a baseball or football game. He never slapped me on the back or told me an off-color joke. If he ever closed on me, I never felt it. And while he always dressed appropriately, he never overdressed with expensive suits and jewelry. He drove a nice, but not too garish car. Lunch with Bob was more likely to be Denny's rather than some trendy bar. But what he did do was to take care of every printing need I ever had. He knew printing inside and out. Oftentimes, he would tell me that his firm could not compete on a particular job, but he knew someone else that could. I was never left in the dark about when my printing would be delivered, and when there was a problem, as there always is in a business relationship, he took total responsibility and resolved my concerns quickly. As you might expect, Bob was successful not only with me, but with many other loyal clients. It's easy to see why. Let's look at him from a customer's perspective. He wasn't just quiet. He was a good listener. He wasn't just studious. His product knowledge outshone any of his competitors. He did obsess over details, but his dedication saved me many an embarrassing moment. Now, there may be some skeptics out there. Of course, handling accounts can be the introvert's domain. But what about new business? Don't you have to be aggressive to get new business? Well, of course you do. But there are different ways to be aggressive. Bob was consistently the top salesman for his printing company, and I don't think he ever made a cold call. That's because he had a sales force of hundreds of customers like me singing his praises and building his business. He was aggressive at being good. Was Bob an introvert? Probably. Was he successful? He was very successful at being himself and serving his customers. Bob was always a role model for me, and he should be for you too.